Alright girls, it's Monday. Hi, firstly I want to say happy birthday to Arnie for Saturday. The picture that was at the beginning of the video, and Shannon said it looks like a present. I'm sorry, it's not a present. I was just using it to write a little something for you, which I will send tomorrow. But the thing that was actually looked like a present was the back of Sweet Scarlet, which leads me on to why we haven't done a review yet. Basically because I'm really disorganised. I put this group together, if you didn't know already, and so it's probably down to me to sort of get the first review done, except I haven't finished the book, and the first reason for that is I've been so stressed out and busy with college, and you know all of the troubles I had with that, which is a lot better now. I was in fall last week or something, and anyway, it was hard going back after half term. It was really hard, but I am back and I managed to do today, and hopefully it will be fine till forever. And the great thing is that I've been talking to my tutor about progression to the second year, and that's really promising. So college aren't going to ask me to leave now. So, back to Sweet Scarlet. I found it really hard to get through. I just found it really hard to sort of get the motivation to finish it. It was one of those books you're not quite bothered to read the end. I feel really bad saying that, and I really, really wanted to like it, but maybe my expectations were a little too high for this book. But anyway, I've carried on reading it. I'm very nearly done, and I should have that done by next week or something, and I will talk to the girls about getting some kind of review sorted. After that we'll be starting breakfast at Tiffany's, which all of us have said before. Basically, last week in history, my teacher wrote on the board, as part of the British history thing, some questions for us to answer, and the second one he wrote said something like, do you think the Conservatives would have won the election in 1979, blah blah blah. Would've? Really? I mean, you're a history teacher, you're not English, but you are teaching in college. You think you'd get that right, and nobody else seemed to pick it up in the class, and I was very close to saying something, or just rubbing it off the board and rewriting it, except it was the end of the lesson, but it still really annoyed me. Shannon, well done for all your prize winning. You're obviously very talented, and put more videos up of you singing, because there aren't very many. Arnie, I hope your mouth isn't too painful. We actually managed to see the lower half of your face. We actually managed to see the lower half of your face in your video, so it looked promising. And I hope the pain didn't ruin your birthday too much. Lucinda, I'm so sorry to see you leave. The circumstances are obviously really unfortunate and couldn't be helped. And I'm just really looking forward to reading your blogs. I still want you to be a part of the project. And strongly believe you should be, because when I was choosing the people for this project, I went entirely by gut feeling. And I didn't choose anyone who I didn't get a feeling about. And you obviously meant to be in the project, so just carry on being involved in any way you can be. Ooh, visiting each other, that's really exciting. I really wish I could come and visit you all in your very different places, but first I'd have to have some money, and secondly I'd have to have a passport, and thirdly I'd have to have the guts to travel that far. I think I might be meeting Sarah. I'm not sure if she's still coming over to London. Sarah, tell me about that. I know you had plans, but I don't know if they're happening or when they're happening. But if you come over, I definitely have to see you. Wow, you're very into book challenges. I would be in a book challenge, except I always overestimate the amount of time I have, and you know I'm not very good at coping with one book, so trying to stuff in the book club plus my work, plus my general head, plus 50 books, or however many books I was supposed to read in a year, would be pretty disastrous. But I have started writing lists of the books that I mean to read and that I already own. I have to stop buying more books. I already need about 3 more bookshelves or bookcases to accommodate them. But maybe next year. This year probably won't be doing any book challenges except this one. And that brings me to my little challenge question for this week. And there's 2 things. The first one is, which book titles do you relate to the most? And or just grab you, or you just like, and why do you like them? And I'd never really thought about it before, except today I found in a charity shop a book that I've been meaning to read for ages, and I finally found it. And it's called A Quiet Belief in Angels. And I was just sitting here writing my notes for the video, and I thought, wow, that's a really lovely title. And the other question that I have, or sort of couple of more questions, but they're both on the same subject, is how do you feel about marriage and stuff, and where do you see yourself in 5 years, or what do you hope will be in your future, what do you see in your future, all that kind of thing. Put it in your next video. And Sarah, I'll see you tomorrow.